am Spike Spencer. I'm an actor. I am a voice actor. That's why I'm here at this convention, because it's for anime and video games voice acting that I've done. And that's why I'm here to talk to you. So I'm here to answer any questions you have. So ask them. All right, then we're done. Yes, sir.
So you're most widely known for your roles in Evangelion and other related media. But what's a role that you've played that you don't think gets enough credit or is not widely known?
Okay. The question was, I'm most widely known for the role of Shinji in Evangelion. But what other role that doesn't really get that much attention do I think should? I think, personally, I really like Papillon from Buso Rinken. It's one of my favorite characters. I just really enjoy doing that because I basically say I was channeling George Takei. Like, I know, I'll kill everyone who doesn't recognize me. That'll be fun. You know. And it's a real silly, fun role. And I really liked Spriggan. I did Little Boy in Spriggan. I play a lot of psychos, by the way. And I just really enjoyed that role. It was a lot of fun. Yes?
When you first got introduced to the world of voice acting, what was your experience like? Was there a bit of trepidation on your part, or was it something that you felt confident that you could excel in?
No trepidation whatsoever. As an actor, you're like, I got a job? What? Yay! No, it was really interesting because I had never, I had done radio and TV spots, so I had been doing voice things, and I've always done just goofy voices and different things. And I was actually working on a live action film with Amanda Wynn Lee, who she played Rey in the original Evangelion series, and she's a dear friend of mine. And so we met on this set, and we were all just goofing around. She says, "Hey, you should come do this anime stuff. You know, you got all these crazy voices." I'm like, well, "What's that?" It's the Japanese animation. I said, "That's cool, like cartoon." She's like, "Not really." I said, "All right, does it pay?" She said, "Yes." I said, "I'm there." And I went in. I auditioned for Super Atragon. Was my first anime role, and I had like 3 lines. And then I think I went to Suikoden. Was Takateru, and then I think Ava came in.
For those that are trying to get into voice acting as like a professional career, what advice would you give them to be like the first step to do so?
Well, the first step to becoming a voice actor is take acting classes, because it's voice acting, and it really is acting, because it's not, a lot of people say, well, as long as you can say stuff, as long as you can talk, you can do it. No. If any of you have seen Evangelion, I mean, there's a lot of acting that goes into this stuff. It's not just throwing lines out. So that's always the first step, and that's a really good step because once you do take acting lessons, you start to network with other people, and then you can get into going to the voice side of it, because most actors will do voice work as well. So that's always step 1.
Would you say that networking plays a big part in getting your foot in the door in terms of the voice?
Networking is huge. Networking is how you get work. Bottom line, in any business, really, it's networking. It's about really developing solid relationships, not just how many business cards you can grab, but people have to know you. People do have to know you. A lot of people say it's not what you know, it's who you know. That's not really true. It's who knows you when you're not in the room. That's the key. Because in Hollywood, it's you know, people will blow smoke up your skirt all the time, and nothing will come of it. But if you really have somebody who is your cheerleader, you know, who is a fan and a friend, and you actually develop relationships, they'll want to work with you. And that's why a lot of times you'll see in film and different things, you'll see a lot of the same actors working over and over in people's movies. And you say, oh, they must be friends. Well, they are, because they know they can work together. It's like that in any business. But yeah, networking is absolutely huge.
If you weren't doing voice acting and acting, what do you think you would be doing?
Curled up in a ball crying. Well, I am an actor, first and foremost. I am, you know, I'm an on-camera actor. That's what I really, really want to do. Right now, I'm really focusing. I would love to get on some sci-fi stuff, because I'm a big sci-fi geek, and that's my geekdom, kids. Yeah. And I love sci-fi stuff. And so this Broken Spirits movie is got kind of a little bit of sci-fi kick to it. I mean, it was awesome. Last weekend, I stabbed a guy through the heart, had my hands cut off, and got sucked into hell by the evil tentacles of doom. So it was great. That was my weekend. What did you do?
Do you have any specific routines for the different characters you play in video games and animes? Is there any specific warm-up or
No, not
direction?
really. I don't really have any specific warm-ups. It just depends on what my mouth feels like. It's like, if I feel like sludgy, you'd say, you know, I start doing
If you could actually meet Shinji Ikari, what would you say to him?
Man up, you little biatch.
Your reaction to end of Evangelion, just that whole movie, just
You know, it is so
What was it
long
like
ago, I just know that one scene that everybody remembers, and I go, that was fun. I'm not that method.
What do you do in your spare time that just to relax? I know you're working a lot and just to unwind.
I don't work that much, to be honest with you, really. I have a lot of downtime. That's actors, a lot of us do have a lot of downtime, unless we're actually working all the time and directing and writing and all of that. You know, I don't direct. I do write. I've written some books. I do write some articles for, right now, write for Anna.May. I've been writing some ongoing articles there. I'm working on some travel stuff. I love to travel. That's my crack. I love to travel. And last year I did 8 countries in 25 cities, and I loved it. So one of the reasons why I love it so much is I love food. I'm a big foodie and I love to cook. That's why I'm doing the panel tonight, the dating cookbook. I literally am writing a dating cookbook. And it is called Don't Kill Your Date and Other Cooking Tips. So I love doing that. I also sail. I'm training to be a skipper. And I'm taking dance lessons right now. I love to dance, and I figured I gotta get that fixed. You know, I'm older now. I should probably actually know steps. You know, I just pick girls up and walk around with them. So, but that kind of stuff. I'm always trying to do something to advance myself. You know, always keep learning, never stop adventuring. I have a moniker I go by. I'm Spike Spencer, Maverick Adventurer. I have pictures of me doing that pose all over the world. New Zealand, hey! So I just love to do that. I love to continually just explore things. And when you're living in California, it's like, oh, what a crappy day. 72 and sunny. Guess I'll walk on the beach again. Darn. Or I'll hike up that mountain. Okay. Well, sit here and have a latte and just look at the beauty. It's just awesome. It really is. One of my favorite stories, this is absolutely a true story. I was in Japan, and I went to Tokyo, went down to Kyoto, Hiroshima, Beppu, Kobe, Mount Koya, Lake Hakone. Did all this. Just an amazing trip. One of the most beautiful places on the planet. And I went to Mount Koya, stayed at a Buddhist temple there, and had the Buddhist monk shave my head. Just because. And it was great, because it was so beautiful. It was the fall, and the Japanese maples were everywhere, and they were all in these just amazingly vibrant colors of red, yellows, oranges, greens, purples. I mean, it was phenomenal. And you'd see monks walking along in these beautiful shrines and temples. Absolutely stunning. And cold after you. But it was so fun because I kept asking them, if they could shave my head. And they looked at me and go, "You want to be monk?" So then later on, I'm having dinner. I see this little shadow. I come up to the shoji screen, goes down, opens it up. So the little old lady, she goes, Harold, you want to be monk? No, I'm married. No. But you want head shave? I said, yes, please. No disrespect. I just think it'd be wonderful. I know they have the tools. So she looks at me for a second. After dinner. Apparently after dinner. So then this great monk, I'll never forget him, Yanagi, comes up. He's like, you want to be monk? No, man, I just want my head shaved. But you want head shaved? Yeah. Okay. It was awesome. And then he shaves my head, and it was just a really memorable time. That was one of my favorite memories of travel. Or I went to Barcelona and got my pocket picked, and I picked it right back. True story. True story. I was an idiot. He wasn't very good. I mean, but so stuff like that. I mean, things happen. Well, thank you guys for having me out here and asking me questions and whatnot. And I hope to see you guys around the con. And come to my panels. You'll love it. Come to my panel tonight. You're gonna have fun. It'll be good. All right. Thank you. Bye.